Hey guys, I'm going to be showing you how I customized and styled this unit from HerGivenHair. Unfortunately, I lost the footage of me showing you what the unit looks like right out of the box and the process of me bleaching it. So all I have so far and where we're starting is where I wash the bleach out of the lace and use some neutralizing shampoo to make sure that the bleach stopped working. All of the products that I use up until this point I'll put in the description box, but if you're not new to this, it's the same process for bleaching the lace that you probably already know about, so I guess there's no harm done there. Yeah, so this unit already comes sort of kind of pre-bleached, but I was in the mood to bleach it some more. And it is a full lace unit, so I only bleached the front part of the lace, which is what you're seeing here. And I went in and I washed that with neutralizing shampoo for a second round, just because I had noticed that the first round the color was a little off and not white like I wanted it to be. Just to be sure, I did it a second time. Then I went in and washed the lace with the Shimmer Light shampoo, and this is going to help remove some of the brassy color that you might get when you when you bleach the knots on your lace. So I washed that with the Shimmer Light shampoo, and then I let it sit for about 10 to 15 minutes just to try and get as much of that orange color out. After I've let that sit, I wash that out and just want to give you a sense of what the lace looks like. In the back, you can see it's still pretty obvious that the knots are there, but in the front, I think the bleach and the Shimmer Light shampoo helped with the lace. After this, I go in with an Aussie conditioner to co-wash the hair, and during this time, I also go ahead and finger detangle. As you can see, there was not that much shedding, which I was very pleased with, especially considering bleaching the knots usually means that you are weakening the lace, but here the lace was still pretty strong and withstood finger detangling. I go ahead and tint the lace, and I use hot water. You can either use boiling hot water, or I just, as you can tell from the steam, used water from my sink because it was that hot. And I go in with this semi-permanent dye and add that to the boiling hot water so that it diffuses throughout. And then I let my lace sit in that for about the same amount of time as the shampoo earlier, for about 10 to 15 minutes, so that it is closer to my skin tone. If you don't feel like doing this, an easy solution would be to just use makeup on your lace instead of going through this whole entire process of bleaching and tinting and all of the above, but I just felt like trying it. After a couple of days of air drying, this is what the unit looks like, and now I'm ready to style with a wand curler. Now you can do this while the unit is on your head, but I am not used to wand curling, and I knew I would probably burn myself if I tried to do that. And this is also just easier in terms of sectioning and making sure that the curls are neat, so I decided to do it while it was on the stand. As you can see, it holds a very, very beautiful curl. I would hold the wand curler for no more than 10 seconds. Honestly, sometimes 5 seconds might do, and that was enough for it to get these beautiful curls. Now, I only curled the hair up until the front section of the lace because I knew since I would still have to customize it and cut it that I didn't want to ruin the curls had I already curled it, so I waited until later in the process. Here I'm just getting my wig cap on and ready to start the bald cap method. Using my handy dandy Got To Be Glue freeze spray to secure the cap in place, and I use a blow dryer just to speed up the process of it drying down. Then I went in with some powdered makeup just to make the cap a little closer to my skin tone. I made sure to use a brush and a powder that I don't use on my face because that would be really unhygienic, but this is also a step that you can skip if the cap matches your skin color or your scalp color. Keep in mind, this is my first time doing it, so I definitely had to make sure I was looking in a mirror, which was in the direction that I'm facing right now. The cap, once I cut it, didn't melt as well as I wanted it to, so I went back in after the fact with some more Got2b glue. And this is what the lace unit looks like when I had just plopped it on just to see. And of course I pull it back now and get it ready with some Got2b glue in the yellow bottle. Once again, speeding up the process with a blow dryer and making sure that it is still sticky and not dry, because you want to make sure that the unit is able to stick. As you can see, there's some parts of my cap that came out too far, but I adjust that when I cut it with this razor. Now that I have the unit on, I can go back in with my curling wand just to get those last segments. I have laid some of the baby hairs in the front, and now basically everything else is good to go. So this is the, oh yeah, I burned myself. The final step. Showing you guys a bit of the parting space. I didn't have to pluck or anything, so that just goes to show how great quality this is. Apologies for the weird light camera quality here. I had my vanity lights on to help, and this is what happens for some reason when I film with my vanity lights on. Once again, showing you what parting space looks like. And there you have it. Now I know I didn't do as good of a job as laying the lace on the edges of my forehead. I guess that's just a result of it being my first time. No one will see that unless the wind is blowing. So yeah, this is the final look using the HerGivenHair Kinky Straight Full Lace Wig in 18 inches. Thanks so much for watching, guys. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and follow me on Instagram at AnyGivenSunday. See you next time. Bye.